Hey everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. A NuQuil-induced Williams mug soap shave with a feather pro guard that's got 12 shaves or 48 passes on it. Oh, what fun we'll have. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. If I sound a little bit stopped up and sick, it's because, hey, I am. And I'm on a NyQuil coma right now, both the green elixir of death and then the daytime version of the orange elixir of death. Caught the crud. It's not COVID, thankfully. But I thought about not shaving today, and it's like, no, I'm not going to be a hobo. So those of you that have been following along, this is day 12 of the Williams Captivity. And what that is good old Spider over on the Shaving Cadre is doing a ultimate minimalist thing where you try to stretch a puck of Williams soap at least 30 days, but preferably 100. And then you use one blade for the entire thing. And I'm not a minimalist, and I am getting really bored. But before we go any further, right down here, www.theshavingcadre.com. Please come and see us. We'd certainly appreciate it. And we'd really appreciate it if you press on the barber pole with the cowboy hat. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. And then, of course, please like, comment, ring the bell down here to get notifications of anything. So, day 12. I caught this crud, and I just feel like that. So NyQuil, it'll be fun because everything's blurry and funny and all kinds of colors and everything else. So we are using, again, the Williams. And then what we have been doing is during the week, we've taken the Feather Pro Guard blade and stuck it into our Vector. And we do that during the week because it's a fairly quick shave. And then on my weekends, I've been putting the blade in the Titleist. So that's what we're going to do today. So it'll approximate a straight shave. But I have noticed that after 12 shaves or 48 passes, that the blade is starting to fall off a little bit. I noticed that yesterday. And we'll see how she does today, because if she starts falling off too much more, I'm going to probably call it. Because, you know, as much fun as it is doing this challenge, it's not worth having terrible shaves. So let's see how this one does today. Not too bad. I feel like the blade when it's in the Vector, it seems a little bit more aggressive. And maybe that's because I've just got a little bit more blade feel. But this feels pretty smooth. I mean, I can tell that it's starting to fall off a bit. Because this is the longest that I've taken a Pro Guard blade. Usually after 6 or 7 shaves, I'm pretty much done with it. And being sick with this crud isn't helping any. I had a pretty good fever Friday night going into Saturday, and which was which followed, but before that I had a waterfall of sinus issues. And of course, when you're using anything you can, whether it be a paper towel or whether it be a Kleenex, things get pretty irritated. And so my whole upper lip and is chapped really, really bad. So shaving has not exactly been the most comfortable. So that could be part of the reason why I feel that the blade's going off. It's just the fact that I'm sick. And unfortunately, I think I caught it from a client of mine who decided to use my barber cape as a Kleenex, which he was scolded pretty good for. Because not only did I have to finish with him, but then once I was done with him, I had to get rid of that barber cape because he had indicated he was getting over a cold. But so he sneezed into my barber cape, and then, if that wasn't enough, didn't ask for a Kleenex and wiped his nose on my barber cape. Well, I immediately got rid of it, put it in the bin, and thankfully I've got about 10 to 12 capes for those reasons, or if, any inherent during a shave, if there's any blood or anything like that, which doesn't happen often, but every once in a while. So then I completely Lysoled the shop, fogged it, thinking, okay, well, I've been fairly protected, and nope. Friday morning, I started feeling the sniffles and the runny nose. And then Saturday morning, I got up about 4:30, and I had a fever, tested for COVID again, so that would have been the second time in as many hours. It was negative, thankfully. But the problem was, excuse me, that I had been feeling under the weather the previous Saturday. Came home early just out of precautions and took those 5 days and got better. And at first I thought this was just allergies because we've had a lot of wind and everything's in bloom, and I haven't been anywhere. Except we did go to the gem show one day last week, but I didn't feel anything of it. So anyhow, on my Saturday, I had a choice to make: either not go in, thus protecting my clientele, or, considering that many of these clienteles were the ones that I had rescheduled from the previous week, go in. And it was a tough decision, but what I did is I tested again for COVID just to make sure. And then I masked up, gloved up, and was okay. But it was a long day. And when I came home, that's why the shave is so late, is very rarely do I sleep into past 8 o'clock. And that's rare. But I actually slept till 11:30 because I had induced myself with the green elixir of death. Lowercase n, capital N, lowercase y, big Q, as Dennis Leary likes to say. So I am feeling better, but better is a relative term, I think. And today the blade feels pretty smooth, so who knows. So we'll keep trudging along with this, although it's getting boring. The only benefit is the fact that I can use different aftershaves and fragrances during these tumultuous times of the 3017. Thanks to my good buddy KJ, who I hate. But we'll get through it, hopefully. So other than that, I hope everybody's doing well for a Sunday. And I'm sure that most of you are going to be partaking in the American holiday that is the Super Bowl. I don't have a team in the running, but I've got good friends in both Philadelphia and Kansas City. So although I think Philadelphia is going to take it, I think it's going to be a great game. I think everything depends on Mahomes' ankle. Okay, so there's shave number 12 with the essence, with the Feather Pro Guard on shave number 12. Excuse me. Good shave. I mean, a good DS BBS shave. I mean, like I said, I am feeling the blade a little bit more, and this will be a telltale sign too. Yeah, not too bad today. Yesterday when I had it in the Vector, it was a little bit worse, but I probably was under my coma. I was probably pressing too hard. Now our aftershave and our EDT choice are a little bit interesting today. We're using Quinn's lavender as far as our witch hazel. We'll let that dry down while we clean up, and then we'll go over everything else. And I did receive 2 new talcs in, both of the Yardley variety. One was Yardley Gentleman, which is what I'm using today. And then the other one is Yardley Gold. Yardley Gold is more of a citrus with a sandalwood base, which is very, very nice. So that's nice. So the brush we used today was the reknotted Matte DeRuyter F1 carbon fiber, and it's got an AMAC tuxedo knot in it. Yeah, very nice shave. And like I said, Williams, I give it a lot of joke, but it is a very slick soap. It's just boring. Okay, for the aftershave today, we're going to be using True Fit and Hill 1805. Oh, I can actually smell it. Wow, that's a benefit. It's a problem when you have a cold or the flu. You lose all that tasty goodness. This is a very bright but woody fragrance. True Fit and Hill is just classic stuff. I don't have the EDP for this. I don't know why I didn't get it, but I've had this bottle forever. Okay, and for the talc today, we're going to be using a Yardley Gentleman in this big monster. And this is a very, very classy scent. It's not as fougere-like as the Elegance. This one is a little bit more, I guess you could say perfumey. This would be a good match for Aventus or for the talc that or the EDT that I'm going to be using today. But like I said, most people wouldn't think about shaving while they're sick, but I can't do the hobo thing. So very bright, very not floral, but very perfumey. So this would be a perfect match for Aventus, or any of your other Chanel number blue would be good for this too. Really nice. And this one comes in a monstrous tin. It's like $8 on Amazon. Okay, and you know it, you love it. Probably one of the best fragrances ever created, and that is the original Rive Gauche Pour Homme in the Barbasol type can. It is just absolutely an incredible scent. Just wonderful. So, okay, folks, that's it for today. I certainly appreciate you joining us for Barber Days Barbershop at Home. I apologize for my voice with this crud that I've got going on. But we made it through day 12 of Captivity with the Williams, and blade number 12 with 48 passes on it. And we'll see you again tomorrow, we hope. Have a great day.